The rich woman puts money in her bag and it falls down. Then the maid picks up the money. The homeless girl sees everything and becomes worried. Then the homeless girl comes running, picks up the maid's money, spills the rich woman's juice, and runs away. Then the rich woman looks at the bag and is surprised. Where is my money? Seeing the rich woman's worry, the maid becomes happy. The maid says, which money? The rich woman says, the money I just withdrew from the bank is missing. Then the rich woman says, yes, I am sure that homeless girl ran away with the money. Then the rich woman says, she is still a child and doing such things. Who knows how much harm she will cause when she grows up? Then the rich woman leaves and the maid starts searching her bag, but the money is not there either. The maid is surprised and angrily says, now I am sure that girl ran away with my money, and says if she comes into my hands, I will teach her a proper lesson. Then the boss and the maid are walking together. The homeless girl secretly sees them and starts running after them. The rich woman goes home with the maid, and the homeless girl also comes to their door and says, I should return this money to the rich woman because there is great blessing in honesty. Then she starts knocking on the door. When the homeless girl sees the maid, she hides the money. Then the maid says, we have been looking for you, and angrily says, where is our money? Then the rich woman is listening from behind. Then the homeless girl says, here is the money, and I can never give it to you. The maid snatches the money and says, thank God I got my money back. Then the homeless girl says, this money is not yours. It belongs to your boss. Then the maid tells the homeless girl to leave from here, and the girl goes away. Then when the maid comes inside the house, she becomes very happy seeing the money. When the boss calls her, she gets worried and hides the money. Then the boss says, who was at the door? The maid says, it was a beggar girl, and I chased her away. Then the boss says, I am going outside, take care of the house. Then the boss leaves. Then one day the homeless girl enters the house and hides under the table. Then the maid makes soup for the boss and mixes something in one plate. Then she brings the soup for the boss. The boss says, you also sit with me and drink the soup. When they start drinking, the boss says, I remembered some work. I will come back. Then the boss leaves, and the maid also goes to bring juice. The maid says, now I have mixed something in the food, and after this, all her property will be mine. Hearing this, the boss becomes very worried. Meanwhile, the homeless girl comes out from under the table and changes their plates. Then the boss starts drinking the soup and says, it is very well made. Then the maid also starts drinking, and her health begins to get worse. Then the boss says, when God does justice, everyone can see. You were thinking bad about me, and God did the same to you. Meanwhile, the homeless girl arrives there. Then the maid says, what is she doing here? Then the boss says, this girl told me the whole truth. Then the maid starts asking for forgiveness. Then the boss says, you should be ashamed. You eat in this house, and you cheated the same house. And see how God punished you? Then the boss says, from today I am firing you, and I cannot keep a dishonest person like you. Greed can destroy your job, your respect, and your future. If you like our video, please send super thanks.